days straight.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to get into Magic nowadays, and if you have never... I genuinely think if you have never given a nerdy as shit card game a try, you should. Like, just... people in general should.
No, you're absolutely right. Because it's like when it comes to games and when it comes to video games and weird board games and stuff like that, I always try to stay as open-minded as possible, because like you never know what you're gonna run into that you're gonna like. Like if there's one thing I could tell like every gamer on the planet, the one message is just like, if you've never played it before, just play it and form your own opinion. Because you never know what you're gonna end up liking. Like, I would have never imagined that I would like Animal Crossing if Ness didn't make me play the game. Like, I would have never imagined that I would have fallen in love with a game like XCOM, because I am like the most stereotypical actiony action player that you could find. Like, I'll play fighting games, I'll play racing games, I play like, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh yeah, do you want to play
Devil May Cry fan spotted.
It's like, yeah, it's like. It's like, I've only played 5, and I'd probably go back and play the other ones just for the sake because I could push buttons and do cool stuff. And it's just like, you know, you're not even wrong, because I play Bayonetta, so like it's made by the same team.
I always struggle with XCOM because I feel like I'm just moving units around, and I'm never thinking tactically, because I never feel like my actions like are actually gaining me an advantage. Like, if I move the sniper over here, does it really help all that much as compared to having the sniper over there?
The XCOM 2, they fixed a lot of the problems. Like, in XCOM 2, they fixed a lot of the tactical issues, so it's like, you do have to think, because your aim, if you stay in a specific spot, your aim will deteriorate over time, which I think is a cool mechanic. So it's like, you can't just sit there and camp in one spot unless you're specifically a sniper, who doesn't really take an aim penalty. But then it's like, because you're a sniper and the rest of your team has to move around, it's like you're gonna have to move eventually, and it's like you're gonna have to really like think about it ahead of time. And if you play on the higher difficulties, like, the game will delete you for a mistake, and it's one of the reasons why Ness has just kind of like hidden my copy of XCOM 2, because I will load it back up and I'll play it again. Just like.
No, I understand, yeah.
It's so different every single time you play. Like, you can load up the same map 3 times in a row, and it's gonna be different every single time. Like, you'll know it's the same map. You'll end up in the gas station, but guess what? Now, instead of being just at the gas station, now you're on the other side of the gas station. You've never spawned on this part of the gas station before, so how are you gonna figure that out?
I have an opinion that might get me in trouble right now, but the Mario vs. Rabbids game was a very good RTS and actually very, 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 very fun.
No, I agree with you. Like, I agree with you.
Yes!
I would. Yes! My only complaint about the whole thing is I never got to play it because it cost too much. Like, it still costs like $60. And it's like, if someone were to pass me like the cartridge and say play it, I would play it without a fucking heartbeat. Over there. No, without a heartbeat. Like, in a heartbeat.
Oh no! It will kill you to play this game.
When you consider the community that's as passionate about it as they are, and the fact that Nintendo is never going to make the competitive game that people want, and it's like, Nintendo is never going to provide support for the competitive community for whatever reason. The same thing has happened with Splatoon, and it's like, I know that they kind of just like, they were just fueled by unrelenting spite towards Nintendo, and it's weird, because it's like, I can't condemn the amount of passion that they had for the game, and they deserved everything that they got, but it was also just like, they also kind of shot themselves in the foot by not allowing new people to, like, by not just editing the code of the game and doing what PM did. PM made it so that more people could get in, and Melee never did that. And that
that's the thing that bothered me personally. There was kind of this duplicitousness of it, where it's like, oh, our game's the best, but they didn't want to make what were genuinely positive quality of life changes for the sake of keeping it an exclusive club. And it's like, do you actually like playing this game with other people, or do you like being the best at this game?
Yeah, and it's like, that's the thing. It's like, it's like, yeah, you probably do have the best Smash title, but it's like, you guys did nothing to make it more accessible. You guys, like, yeah, it's it probably is the best, but you guys did nothing to make it better. You guys you had all the power in the world to make it better.
Yeah.
And then you didn't. And it's like, yeah, the Slippy rollback patch has helped people play online, but that's not helping anyone but the people who are the most passionate about it. If you don't want your community to die, you have to get an influx of new people. You have to change the game. That's what PM did. PM set the standard and said, this is what we can do to the game. We can still exist as a community, and then got sabotaged by the Melee community and Nintendo and the Smash 4 community. Like, PM was never given a chance simply because it came out.
It's weird, because I'm gonna express a controversial opinion here. Smash 4, in the light of Smash Ultimate and Melee, Smash 4 is kind of pissed.
Like,
I don't like Smash 4 very much anymore.
No, it's like listen, I loved Smash 4 while I played it, but
It was what we had. It was what we had.
It was what we had. It was what we had. And it was like, I would never play it again. Like, I would never play it again. I would gladly play Ultimate over Smash 4, but it's like Ultimate still is like this buggy mess. It's like, oh my god, it's so frustrating to think about, because it's like, you can see it. You can see all the potential. You look at Ultimate, you can see all the potential that it had to be the ultimate Smash title. And then it's like, he wanted the game to remain casual. He never wanted it to be competitive. And he only made like the recent like trying to meet
concessions.
Concessions, and like that's exactly why the game feels like a game of half measures, because it feels like a party game just with like competitive stuff tacked onto it. And it's like, all right, cool. It's like, I guess, but that's not for me. Like, I want a game that I can really sink my teeth into and dedicate a lot of time to. And it's like, they're not, like, even then, there are not many fighting games that are like that. Like, they're not many.
I think the problem is that Smash, as I view it, is just the platform fighter. It is just flatly the platform fighter. Everyone, when you
want to get your friends to play fucking Rivals of Aether? Good luck, you shit.
Yeah, no, you play a platform game, and since it's a platform fighter game, it is the most simple platform fighter game you can think of, and there's a lot of people that want there to be a lot more depth, but you can't add that much depth to it without alienating a very large base of the video game.
For good boys and girls.
Yeah, no, Ultimate is a game for everyone, unfortunately.
Yeah, because everyone is here. And it's like, Rivals... I think Rivals is still doing a really great job. Like, Rivals has added some game modes to the platform genre that I think are fucking genius. Like that Abyss mode. Oh my god.
No grabs?
It's like no grabs, but they're like fixing it in the next game. Like, they're adding all the things that they couldn't in this game because of developer constraints. They're putting it into the next game in 3D, and I'm looking.
I think platform fighters are better without grabs. I think grabs are not good in platform fighters. I like Aether because it doesn't have grabs.
I think grabs.
That's just me though.
I think grabs can be divisive. I don't know. It's like, it depends. Like, if grabs are too good, they get busted real easily. Like how Donkey Kong was in Smash 4. You just kind of got ding donged until you died. You just. And
then sometimes grabs are Donkey Kong and Smash Ultimate,
where they don't do nothing.
Where the dong is dead.
The dong is dead. I need to play some fighting games with you guys, honestly. Like, I'm waiting for Strive to come out so I can play that, because I want to sink my teeth into that.
I have not heard or seen anything about Strive.
Okay, it's like, all I've seen about Strive is just like, yo, you do footsies, right? I'm like, okay, cool, footsies, that's alright. I was like, I was gonna pass, and then in the middle, like, I watched this guy playing Soul do this huge Falcon Punch type attack, right? Cancel it. Like, he just used half of his meter to cancel it, walked up to the guy, grabbed him, and killed him. Like, in the middle of him going, he just uninstalled, and then just grabbed him, and the guy died. And I was like, I don't care. I need to do that to people.
God, fucking super canceling, huh?
Like, I think it's like roaming cancel. Like, you use 50% of the meter that you have to cancel any move, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's like you get a game that you could do that, and then you have like you also have like burst to break out of combos, and then you have really aggressive character archetypes, and it's like you'll get punished if you play too campy. Like if you stay away from the enemy for too long, like it'll just take away your meter. Like you'll just get a negative penalty for not being close enough to the opponent, and you gain meter by running towards your opponent. And I'm like, what? So I'm just like, okay. So it's like you have essentially this game where it's like the two people are in their face the whole time, canceling moves left and right and doing shit tons of damage to each other. I'm like, this is great.
That's
like,
part of the reason why, like, one of my favorite anti-camp mechanics is actually Vorpal from Unicycle, Under Night in Rebirth, whatever. Because if you are aggressive, you just get a status called Vorpal for hitting your enemy and not taking damage, and Vorpal just makes you do more damage over time and gain meter faster.
Mm-hmm.
So if you play on the aggressive and you get Vorpal, like, the only way to get it back from your opponent is to beat the shit out of them back. So if you start playing passive and campy and like a little fucking baby coward, you get actively punished by the game for it. Because you just don't get the fun treats unless you punch your enemy in the face.
Yeah, and it's just like I can respect an aggressive fighting game a lot more than I can respect a defensive one. And it's like there's
Grace at the enemy.
Wait, what? I didn't hear anything you said.
Point the gray stick at the enemy.
Exactly.
Until they die.
And it's like in some cases it can be a mixed bag. Like some cases you end up like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where it's just like it's a great game to play as long as you're playing someone that's as good as you. If they're better than you in any way, you're not playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
You're playing Virgil time.
You're playing exactly. You're playing Virgil time.
Wesker is here to give you a gentle spanking and send you to bed.
And it's like I understand that's how that game is, but it's still really frustrating to go through to just get your ass beat, and like you didn't really learn why. Like it's like when you're learning a game like that, it's like you don't really understand that like just the air grab, that just getting that like trying to block in the air can lead you to get air grabbed or something like that, right? Like you just don't know the basic mechanics, and like you just kind of get screwed by someone who has been playing the game for even just a week longer than you. Like you're getting comboed to death. And it's like I feel like Guilty Gear kind of does like a good medium. Like you're gonna get comboed to death by someone who's better than you, but it's not like you didn't get to do anything the whole time. What they did is they added in a lot of defensive options, where it's just like you have so many defensive options, but you have very little time to pick any of them. Like you can tech up, you can tech down, you can roll behind the enemy, you can like perfect block, or you can like try to parry the attack, you can burst the attack so to push them away from you. And if they know you're gonna if they know you're gonna burst, you can they can parry the burst and then punish you for bursting. And it's like every single time a move is thrown out, there's like 3 or 4 different options someone can take, but you have a very limited amount of time to do any of it, and it doesn't matter if you get hit, because like you're just gonna take the combo.
Damn.
And it's like it reminds me of like the only other game I could think of that was like that was Killer Instinct, but Killer Instinct's combo system was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like I would love to play Killer Instinct. I do not know how to do combos in Killer Instinct, and fuck if I'm gonna try on an Xbox controller. Like, oh my god. Like, Killer Instinct combos are hard, and it's like that's the first hurdle you have to pass. Like learning how to combo in Killer Instinct, let alone doing that against a person. Like, oh my god. Like I sat in training mode for so long, I couldn't even get past the training mode before I was just like, my fingers hurt, I gotta stop. And I was just like, and it's like, I know this game is great because it's like I can see it. Like every single tutorial I do, I can see like this is gonna be awesome. But then it's like I ran into the double issue where it was just like, all right, like my fingers hurt from playing this game, from playing the tutorial for like 3 hours, and I still don't have anyone to play this game with. Like, who plays Killer Instinct anymore? And it's just like, and it's like the people that do, well, they're gonna mollywop me. So there's kind of like no point really investing in this. I have to hop into, like, if I really want to sit there and get back into fighting games, I would have to hop into a fighting game that's starting over like Guilty Gear Strive or something, and I'm probably still gonna get mollywopped, but at least I'll have a great time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to have a bad time playing Arc Sys games.
Yeah, like even when I was playing, I was playing DBT Fighters. Like it was still fun, and it's like I don't like it too much because the auto combo messes me up. But then my friend told me later, it's like, oh, you could have just turned it off in the controller settings. I was like, what? Why?
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, ah. like, bro, I would just play it just to like fuck around with my favorite Dragon Ball characters. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm here for the same reason everyone else is, to fuck around with Dragon Ball Z characters.
Yeah. I mean, I like Beerus, and he's objectively not good in that game.
And it's like, in that game, I feel like you can make almost anyone good. Like, every single time I see a tier list in that game, like, the lowest I've ever seen it is go, like, B. And I'm like, that's still a good character. Like, it's not like... It's mostly just a matter of good anchors. Like, the tier you are basically just determines whether or not you're a good anchor, and then what your assists are. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I know that, like, freaking Mini Goku is, like, the best anchor in the game, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I know, like, another thing that, I know one thing that does bug me about it is that every character in the game has the same exact amount of HP. Like, every character in the game has, like, 1 million HP or something like that. Like, even, like, the huge big characters. It doesn't matter.
It's just a set number, depending on what mode you're in. And,
like, I like... Suddenly, I like all the Twitter feeds I would receive of like people doing like, oh man, I got a this damaged combo, and I'm just like, oh, that means that combo killed with only 1 meter. What? Like, that's fucking busted. Like, no. Like, oh no. I'm gonna have to sit there and watch that combo happen to me. Like, oh hell no. I don't need to see Bardock die again.
What is the...
Yeah, right now, if I get big enough, what's gonna happen is someone is gonna buy me a horror game that has just come out and be like, I need you to play this game. And I'm going to be forced to play that game because somebody bought me that game.
You want the fan engagement? You want the fan money? You want fame?
Like,
You're gonna have to get a little scared.
You're gonna have to, like, shell out over it. And it's like, I know I'm gonna have, like, the best reactions because it's like, bro, I was trying to play Five Nights at Freddy's and I couldn't do it.
Oh no!
I kept slamming the door shut. I was like, no. It's like, bro. It's like, watch me next week stream Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I'm not even gonna say that. It's like,
you've condemned yourself, you know.